Let's take a look at some cascading style sheet basics, and I'll kind of tell you about cascading style sheets here, and then we'll just build one. Best way to see it. Cascading style sheets was developed back in the HTML days, and it's a very simple to use way of applying styles based on individual tags. Now these used to be HTML tags obviously, but it works fabulous for XML as well. Basically we're going to tell it in a cascading form to find all the husband tags and make them a certain color, a certain size, a certain shape, and so forth, and it will automatically do it for all the husband tags. And then we can get a little bit more complicated. Now this can get pretty involved. I'm going to show you a very simple example and then let you build on it from there, and then in future videos here give you some more information about what you can do with cascading style sheets. First thing I'm going to have to do is create a cascading style sheet, a separate document that I will link to my XML document. Now notice what I do here. I'm going to tell it that, okay, for every husband tag that you find, and you'll notice a little bit of the JavaScript type syntax here, I want you to set it to the font family of, and we'll do times. Now, how did I know font family? You just have to know, and I'll show you some of these in just upcoming video or so. Times, you just have to learn the nomenclature here, but notice at the end we put a semicolon at the end, and we can put multiple characteristics for this particular tag. And so we will say font size, and we want that to be 16 pixels. Then we will do, let's do something kind of fun here. We'll do color. Well, I guess this is fun. You can tell I'm 46 years old, can't you? We'll set this at blue. And so we're done with this. And so now we will just simply close our tag. Now what's going to happen now is, notice right now if we open this people XML file, we're going to get this hideous XML stuff. Now our users don't want to see that, right? So what we'll do is link this to this, and every time it finds husband it's going to set things at blue. So what I'll do is come over here and set a link, a processing instruction inside my HTML document to tell it how to reach over there and read my cascading style sheet. First thing up I guess I should do is save my cascading style sheet document. So what I will do is I'll call it people CSS.css. Okay, change it to all file types, and then I will save it. And trust me, it's out here on the website somewhere. Here it is. Let's put it up here so we can see it and remember it. So there's people CSS.css. Now what I'll do is put a processing instruction in XML, and notice what it looks like. XML hyphen style sheet. The type is text / CSS. Then the href is people CSS.css, and since I'm in the same folder as my XML document, I don't have any complications there on location. So I've saved my cascading style sheet. I'll now save my XML file, double click people XML, and notice what happens when it opens up this time. It tells me that can't save it. Why? Because I didn't close out my processing directive. Now again, could have edited that out and it looked real sharp, but I want you to see again some of these errors, learn them from me, and don't make the same mistakes yourself. But the little fat-fingered keying things will absolutely drive you nuts here. So now that I've got it saved correctly, we'll open it up. Notice we're not seeing XML anymore. It took Mark, Janet, Matt, and Annie, and it turned them blue, and it set them that size. Well, I don't know that that's exactly what I wanted. It is a little better, but do my users just simply want to read one long horizontal piece of text about my particular data? No, they don't. So let me show you one real cool thing we can do here. We can set the display style to block. Save that. Notice I didn't change anything on my XML file. And getting a little more interesting now, isn't it? Notice Mark 45, Jan 29, Matt 42, Annie 43. Now notice this is not exactly rocket science. This is not hard to do. If I want to change something, and let's do something right quick to wife. Let's change the font family there to Courier. Let's change the font size to 11. And let's change the color of it to green. Then close that. And again, save our CSS, open our XML document, and notice we've changed it. Now, this gets incredibly easy. Your question now is, wait a minute, how did I know to be able to type this stuff? And in the next video, we'll go over some of the stuff that you can put, and then I'll show you a more involved example, and you'll see you can do some really, really cool stuff that looks like you've been up all night programming. So that's the basics on cascading style sheets. And again, remember, we had to put this style sheet, a directive, in our XML document to let it know that it could go over here and find this style sheet and then format this data.